Hello, my beautiful fairies. Welcome back, or welcome. I hope that you are having the cutest day ever. I'm gonna be honest, you guys. I am kind of just in the mood to give you a brutally honest reading. It's not that I'm ever not brutally honest, you guys. I do just feel like oftentimes I try to be kind with my readings. And I don't think that that's productive. Like for me, if I'm receiving a reading, I want somebody just to like bash my head in. Like, don't be nice to me. Like, just tell me how it is. Tell me what's going on. I don't need to be, I don't need messages sugar coated for me. So that is what you guys are getting today. If you are in a bad mood, if you are sensitive, this is not going to be the reading that you should listen to today. If you are somebody who gets easily offended, this is probably not the reading that you should be listening to today. Those are the only disclaimers I'm going to give. I just do not feel like giving any more. So if you get offended, I'm sorry. I warned you. Tarot is a divination tool. It's an intuitive practice. Take what resonates. If something does not resonate, my dear, leave it behind. With that, here's a clip of the piles.
All right, you guys, these are the 4 piles. We have group number 1 with the heart tiger's eye, group number 2 with the clear quartz, group number 3 with the red aventurine, and group number 4 with the pink calcite. If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, you are free to do that right now. If you want to pick more than one, you're welcome to do so. And these are the piles.
All right, you picked your pile. Go ahead and check out the description box for 50 timestamps for when your reading shall start. There is a hair on my lip. I'll see you in your reading. Hello, group number 1. Welcome. We will do our zodiac dice. We have Capricorn and Aquarius. If you're new here, the dice simply extra. It's dessert. If your sign doesn't pop up, it's really not that deep. We have Aries and we have Virgo. One more. Scorpio and Leo. Hello, Scorpio. Hello, Leo. Sun, moon, and rising. Okay, guys. Buckle up. Can we get a brutally honest message for group 1? What do they need to hear? It's so interesting, guys, because I just was reading a comment this morning where somebody was asking for me to do a reading on shadow work. And this feels like a message on shadow work. So we have the 7 of Swords. We also have the 7 of Cups. The reason why these 2 cards are standing out to me and the ones that I want to address first before we address this is because the 7 of Swords is referencing a need to, for some of you, be more authentic. For others of you, it's like you're being too easily distracted by other things. The reason I'm talking about the distractions is the 7 of Cups. It does represent having a lot of options in front of you and really, really needing to read the fine print, do a lot of research, make sure you really know what you're signing up for before you make anything official. So I feel like for a lot of you who picked this pile, you're in a position in your life right now where it's extremely important for you to be more practical about your expectations, number 1. Number 2, I do think that you need to prioritize what is important to you and what you can stand to let go of or stand to remove yourself from. Because for some of you, you have this desire to hold on to things that simply aren't going to work out. Like the reality is it's not going to work out and you're holding on to it really tightly. And that's almost keeping you in this position of like, trying to be like, okay, well, I can do this and I can do that. And it's like, well, you're not getting anything done because you're focused on too many things. The 5 of Swords is talking about knowing when to let go or knowing when to walk away. So, yeah. I don't know, you guys, what this has to do with. Obviously, this is not general, but it could apply to relationships. It could apply to your education. It could apply to your job, to a friendship, right? What we're getting right now is figure out what the hell you want, prioritize, okay? Make sure that what you want, the life you're aiming for, the relationship you're aiming for, the education, like make sure you are actually prioritizing those things and not just yapping about it, because at the end of the day, like words mean very little if you don't put action behind it, all right? So make sure that you are truly, truly like putting your money where your mouth is and doing what you're saying you're going to do, or living in the energy that you are claiming you're wanting to live in. And cut out the distractions, you guys. Cut out the excess. Sometimes having so many options in front of you is not a good thing, okay? Can I get a message? Okay, the Nine of Pentacles is a beautiful card. This is talking, oh, okay. For some of you who picked this pile, like this is literally talking about like you have too much crap. Like you need to get rid of it. You need to clean out your closet. You need to declutter. Some of you may have a hard time, and this is such a random message, but you may be struggling with like keeping your space clean, and having a cluttered space for some people, I'm gonna say for most people, does lead to having a more like chaotic mind. So this feels to me like a message of like, you need to get rid of things that are garbage. You need to get rid of things that you do not value. You need to push those things away and focus on the things that you do value, nourish the things that you do value, or work on obtaining the things that hold value. The way that I could give an example of this, essentially this could be, I guess we can compare this to, let's say, handbags, okay? Say you have a handbag that's really cheaply made and you keep replacing it with other cheaply made handbags every few months, okay? Because there's a rip, there's a this, there's a that. And then finally you realize like, oh, like I'm wasting my money on these cheaply made handbags, when in reality, like it would probably just be better for me to go out and get like a handbag that is of better quality. Now, I'm not talking Chanel, guys. I'm not talking YSL. Like I'm just talking about like a more, oh my gosh, I'm about to sneeze. This is the worst time. I'm just talking about a more sturdy, better quality product that will last you longer. So that is essentially what I'm saying. Like, stop feeding your energy, stop feeding relationships that are the equivalent of a cheap handbag, and save your energy, save your time, save your resources so that you can then place your money into a handbag that's going to last you a significant period of time. I'm sorry, that's such a silly example of what's going on here. We have Judgment. Judgment is talking about standing up for your morals, standing up for your belief system, you guys. This is not always easy. This is not always simple, but that is what this is talking about, okay? Standing up for yourself, right? Some of you guys have let yourselves down in regards to the life you're trying to live, the people you want to have in your life, the friends, the relationship, the education. Like some of you guys are letting yourself down. Stop. Like life is short. Stop doing that. We have Empress here. This is talking about fertility, so creative energy. This is also referencing, you guys, feminine energy, the feminine energy of receiving. So what we will take from that is living in a headspace where you are more creative and also being able to produce a lot from that headspace. Okay. With that being said, let's move on to the oracle cards. Can we get a brutally honest message for group 1? Okay, we have the moon, illumination. We have, okay, the bouquet, and we also have the lilies. Romance, motherhood. Okay. This is really interesting to me, you guys, because all of these 3 cards here are giving me hyper feminine energy. The moon, few things that come up with the moon. Our intuition, number 1, our emotional state. The moon also does bring light to the shadows, right? Like when you look up at the sky and it's dark out, the moon lights up the sky. And when we don't have a moon, right, when there's a new moon and the moon is void from the sky, it's a really dark night. So I'm seeing this as a need to shine more light on your flowers, to shine more light on the things that you have worked really hard on and the things that are going right in your life. The reason why I'm saying this is because the vast majority of my audience is women. And I don't know if there is a feeling of like, oh, I can't do this because I'm a woman, or I can't achieve this because I'm a woman, or it's going to be hard because I want you to know that your power lies in your femininity, and I don't think that you need to look at it as a hindrance, but look at it as a strength. Okay. Obviously, if you do not identify with feminine energy, then that part of the message is not for you. We do have child here, which I think is interesting because the lilies showed up, which represents, again, like motherly energy, as well as the high priest, or no, sorry, not the high priestess, the empress, which is quite literally fertility. I don't know if some of you are, this is why I don't like this card. I can't talk about this, you guys. I'm not a doctor and I absolutely refuse to do like medical or health readings. Some of you guys may have been struggling with infertility, and I'm very sorry if that is the case. I unfortunately am not going to touch on this. For the rest of you, this could be something that you are working towards. Maybe you are wanting to have a family. Maybe you are wanting to move your life in that direction. We also have community here. Beautiful official person. And toil and labor. I do feel like for some of you, you are putting in a lot of hard work and effort towards your career, or what you are wanting to do like long term in regards to work. Okay, let's move on. I really want to do this deck. Can I get a message for, okay. Brutally honest. Shocking, unexpected. I'm so sorry. Shocking, turmoil, trouble, unexpected. Okay. We have twin flame, mirroring, shared feelings, and reflection. Withdrawn, single, lonely, and solitary. One more, sorry about hitting the mic, one more from this deck. Okay. Commitment, marriage, promises, fidelity. I will say this, I do think that we have nourish here as well, self-growth, focused, and soul, self-growth, self-focused, soul-finding. Okay. I do think there are a lot of people here who are either married, recently married, in a committed relationship, thinking about the future of like, I want to have kids. I want to grow a family. I want to feel strong and established within my career. I think the message that's coming through for you guys is essentially just remain focused. And stop spreading yourself too thin. That's really what I'm getting here. It doesn't feel that deep. It doesn't feel that serious. It really feels like focus on what you want. Stop giving your energy away. Stop focusing on things that are meaningless to you and nourish yourself, essentially. Like focus on what you want. That's what I have. So I'm going to pull just a few more, guys, and then I will let you go because this message does seem very... Yeah, so a lot of you are, again, either already married in a significant relationship. We have the sun. This is a source of energy, a source of life. A lot of you are already married in a serious relationship, or you're about to get into a serious relationship. We do have the 7th house of relationships here as well. And I really think that the only thing that is to be critiqued within your life right now is like you are spreading yourself too thin. You're trying to do too many things at once, and it's causing you to suck at multiple different things instead of, maybe you're not sucking. Maybe you're just a little subpar at all these things that you're trying to get done. You really need to just focus your energy on what you really want and what you want to accomplish. Again, this could be with work. This could be with your education. For a lot of you, this is your overall life goal of like, okay, like I want to feel, like I said, strong and established in my career. I want to feel like I'm creating something that has meaning. I want to feel like I'm doing something that is meaningful. I want to have stability, right? I want to be able to buy nice things. Great. Focus on that. Put your energy towards that. Some of you guys are wanting to grow a family. Some of you guys are wanting to strengthen your marriage. Focus on that. I'm not saying that you need to just be like a mono. You can focus on many things. But when you spread yourself so thin and you don't give yourself time to rest, to nourish yourself, to replenish, you're going to feel overwhelmed and you're going to do the things that are important to you with less efficiency. I'm sorry. I really feel like the coffee has not kicked in yet, so I'm a little tongue-tied. I know I said that was the last one, guys, but I do want to get just a little tiny bit more. Can we get a brutally honest message for group Magical powers, I weave and clear, I cast and know. Magic secrets to me now show. Brutally honest. Courage. By shining brave and true and bright, my courage now returns this night. One more. Fertility. So this has come up so many freaking times, you guys, and I think that's a part of why I'm struggling with this, is because I will not play the role of doctor. I won't do it. I won't do it. So please do go see your doctor if you are struggling with fertility issues, if you're trying to have a family, if you're trying to get pregnant and things haven't been working, just go please see a doctor. Please, 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 please. For others of you, again, this could be you experiencing fertility, but fertility, let all take root, seed, and sprout. Let new life be all about, okay? This could be a new life blossoming, right? That doesn't necessarily have to do with a literal baby or a fetus. It could be that your career is blossoming, your education is blossoming, your love life is blossoming, so you're really excited and you're looking forward to this person that you're seeing. Your marriage is blossoming, right? I just think that we have to have more focused energy in the particular areas of life that are most important to us. So again, I understand that it's like you can't just focus on your partner. You can't just focus on this. But if you have been feeling overwhelmed, if you've been feeling like, oh, I have to focus on this, and I need to go make sure I have time for this person and that person, and blah, 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 blah. Shh. Like, we need more centered energy. I really feel like you have so much potential to achieve everything that you are wanting to achieve, but I do think that there is a need to kind of bring yourself back to a place where you're centered, to a place where you are not spread so thin. So that's the message that I have for you guys. In regards to this twin flame, because I skimmed over this very quickly, this is a soul connection, you guys. It's possible. It's very, very possible for those of you who are single, who you're meeting somebody who is going to be significant emotionally on a soul level. Again, if you are not married, you're in a committed relationship. If you're not in a committed relationship, I definitely see somebody coming into your life who you are going to have like this marriage with. You're going to have this family with. But your life is obviously more than just this relationship, and I'm seeing that show up. I really, really think we just have to focus our energy in the area of life that's important. So I'm going to go ahead, pull some letters, and then we'll wrap this up. All right, group one, these are the letters that came out for you. Go ahead and see if you can find your name, your initials. If you have a person that is involved in your life that is significant, their name, their initials. Potentially, you guys, words that are significant, nicknames as well, locations. Okay. That's what I have for you guys, group one. I hope this message was helpful. I think the overall message is, again, like, creativity. We are bringing new things into the world. We are living an existence that is making us happy. We are living a life that feels of higher quality, but we're also getting rid of crap that like is just not necessary for us to engage in. We are distancing ourselves from toxic people. Our life is getting better, but it feels like it's getting a bit smaller as well, if that makes sense. So that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so very much. I hope this was helpful. I love you, and that is all I got. So, bye. Hello, group number two. Welcome to your guys' reading. We will start with our zodiac dice. We have Capricorn, and we also have Taurus. Hello, Cappy. Hello, Taurus. Sagittarius and Virgo. If you are new here, you guys, the dice are extra. It's dessert. If your sign doesn't pop up, it's okay. We've also got Leo and sorry about my cough. Leo and Gemini. Hello, Leo. Hello, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, you guys. If you do want a personal reading, I have those available on the 1st of every month. Check out the description box. Okay. Can I please? Interesting. All right. Brutally honest message for group number two. Okay. Can I get confirmation on this first card, please? Okay. So, I don't like this message, guys. I don't like it because I disagree with it, but it's not my job to do that. So anyways, whatever. I feel like some of you guys are in a situation with a man, a woman who is a great man, a great woman. And I say this rarely. So, somebody who really cares about you, somebody who's really kind. And I don't know why, but I feel like you guys are kind of sitting on them, or you're not taking the opportunity seriously, okay? Now, maybe this isn't a man, maybe this isn't a woman, maybe this is a job, maybe this is an opportunity to move, maybe this is an opportunity to change your life for the better. And for some reason, it feels like you're kind of sitting on it and you're like, I don't know if I want to take it. I don't know why you're choosing to do that. I did ask for confirmation for the Lovers card. The Lovers represents two people coming together, or you choosing a path that is in alignment with your higher good. So confirmation on that is like you're stuck. And why are you stuck? That is my question. Why are you stuck? I do feel like this opportunity, this path, or this person is a really good person or opportunity to take. This path is one that is positive. This path is also one that I feel like would bring a lot of emotional happiness. We do have the Wheel of Fortune, which is talking about fate. This is not good or bad, you guys. This is neutral. This is just talking about fate. Let's keep going. I do want to understand why you're not jumping on this opportunity or your hesitancy around this opportunity. Yeah, okay. For some of you, this is self-doubt. Specifically, if it has to do with your career or your education. The reason why I'm saying this is self-doubt is because you have what you need. You have what you freaking need in your back pocket, okay? Everything is aligned for you to be successful. And I just feel like the hesitancy is coming from a lack of confidence or a significant amount of self-doubt. Now, I'm not saying, you guys, that this self-doubt is unreasonable, okay? Sometimes there is reason to doubt yourself. It's like, sometimes you can calculate the risk versus the reward, and it's like, yeah, that makes sense. However, you guys do have what you need to succeed. So if you're not struggling with self-doubt, if you are not somebody who's insecure, I would say that this is still a risk that's worth taking, because I see success here for you guys. The Six of Wands is representing success. I do think a lot of the fear or insecurity is coming from a place of being alone, struggling previously, being afraid of being back in this dark place. I don't think that that is going to be the outcome of you taking this opportunity though, you guys, okay? Now, for those of you where this has to do with a relationship or romance, again, I feel like your hesitancy is based on either being insecure or being afraid of being back in a dark place. To love somebody, to truly love somebody, you guys, it is a burden to love somebody. It is. It's an emotional burden. It's a mental burden. Sometimes it's a financial burden. Like, loving people is not the easiest thing to do. I think to love somebody truly is quite difficult. So it makes sense, but also, like, do you want to live your whole life alone? Are you okay with that? I'm not judging either way, but can I get a message for group number 2? The brutally harsh message that they need to hear. Energy. Some of you guys are wasting so much energy, and this is specifically for those of you who are like staying up late and like doom scrolling, or staying up late and like just wasting your time doing things that are like silly and frivolous. I think you need to center your energy a little bit more. We have anxiety here as well. Okay, here's the thing. Again, I'm not a doctor. If you are struggling with actual clinical anxiety, go see a doctor. I am never, ever, 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 ever going to be a replacement for a therapist, for a doctor, for anything of the sort, for legal advice, for financial. I'm not a replacement for that, guys, okay? So don't try it. But some of you guys are struggling with anxiety. go see your doctor if you feel like it is clinical, if you feel like it is something that has been going on for a significant period of time. You do not deserve, you do not deserve to live with anxiety. So if it's something that has been like ongoing, go get it checked out, guys, okay? No shame in getting help. If anything, I think that you are brave. I think you are amazing. I think that you are beautiful for recognizing that you need help and then actually taking the steps to go get it. But for those of you where it's not clinical and you don't feel like you need a doctor, anxiety through this makes sense again due to the fact that we have that Five of Pentacles representing hard times and being lonely, afraid of ending up in this position again. Anxiety makes sense. I would also say that anxiety is a good sign. Fear is a good sign that you are pushing yourself to grow. Obviously there's nuance to that, you guys, not always, right? But oftentimes if you're like nervous to take a job opportunity, I think it's because it's a job that is actually going to help you grow, is going to help you flourish, right? If you're scared to get in a relationship, that's a different thing. That is a different thing. And I think that if you are scared to get into a relationship, or if you're anxious to get into a relationship, you should really pay attention to that. Unless it's coming from a place of like, oh, I'm just traumatized. The reason I'm hesitant to talk about a relationship and just be like, oh, forget your anxieties, because that's dangerous, particularly for women. So I'm never going to encourage you guys to do something dangerous, obviously. We have comfort here as well. I think the problem with this comfort, anxiety and comfort showing up, you cannot expand while you are comfortable, right? And for so many of you who pick this pile, like you desire to expand, you desire to move forward, right? And you're battling between like, oh, I want to be comfortable, but oh, I'm also like nervous to make the changes that are necessary, which is fair, you know, like fair enough. But at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to expand if you remain in your comfortable little like bubble. Can I get a message? Oh, ooh, we have Jupiter return benefits. Hello, Saggy. I love this, you guys. So this is abundance. This is, honestly, I do see this as like a massive, massive blessing. Your Jupiter return is essentially when Jupiter is in the position of when you were born. So that is exciting, guys. That is really, really exciting. This is massive blessings. I'm rubbing my fingers together, not even realizing what I'm doing. This is like money for a lot of you, okay? The fifth house of passion. The fifth house of passion, of creativity, of play, of dating. Okay, so for a lot of you, this is like you need to get excited about your dating life again. You need to open up about your dating life again. You need to get like, woo, giddy, okay? For others of you, this is really, really like the way it's like showing up for me, it feels like an injection in your creative bone, okay? Like you are feeling so inspired, so excited to create. This, honestly, you guys, could just simply be because we're like entering into the warmer months. And for some of you, I do feel like the sun is a source of inspiration, maybe not in a conscious way, but literally just receiving like more vitamin D, maybe helping you guys feel more creative. We have the 12th house of escape here. Okay, so this is hidden enemies. Let's get confirmation on this before we move forward. I hate the 12th house. Can I please get a message? It stands true. Okay, the 10 of wands is representing like I have so much crap on my back. I feel stressed. I feel overwhelmed. I can't do this. Babe, you can do it. You are strong enough to do it. Like I said, falling in love is a burden. A heart is a heavy burden. Okay, so I get it, but also like, do you want to be alone? Moving up in regards to your career is a burden, right? Like taking on more responsibilities isn't fun. Like I don't think any of us love the idea of being overwhelmed with responsibilities and with deadlines and with this and with that. Like nobody wants that. Nobody wants to live like that. So I get it. I hear you, babe. But also I think that you have a desire to expand. And the only way you're going to do that, unfortunately, is through this like crackdown. Okay. Let's get a little bit more on the 12th house. Feeling like you have to put your walls up. Yeah, I get it. I do get it. 7 of Wands, defending yourself. What else with the 7th house? A lot of wand energy. I'm sorry, the 12th house. 3 of Pentacles, working well with other people. Okay. So here's where I'm struggling, guys. There is this fear of competition. There's this fear of being vulnerable, of being stressed, of being overwhelmed. And I get it. These are reasonable things to be fearful of. However, again, your options are you can move in the direction of that fear and take a risk and take a chance to take the opportunity to pursue what it is you're wanting to pursue romantically, professionally, or with your education. Or you can stay where you are. And maybe right now, like, that's what you want. And that's okay if that is what you want. Can I get a message for group? The home is safe. The home is safe, it's secure, you're protected. This is okay if this is where you want to stay, guys. We have trust as well. Let's get one more. Okay, so I will take these 3. I will not take this fat daddy stack. He's got to go back. Okay. We have animals. This could be connecting deeper to the animals that you have, maybe getting a new pet. This could also be wanting to work with animals, potentially returning to your natural instincts. We have healing here as well, you guys. And we have passion, which is very interesting to me. So I do think that there is some healing that needs to take place. I'm not sure in which area of life this is. This does feel more of like a mental blockage to me based on what's showing up. Like, again, oh, I'm scared to like go for this job interview because like what if I'm not qualified, or what if there's so much competition and I'm just this or I'm that. For some of you, this is again like I'm afraid to move to a different country or to move to a different city because like I'm gonna be alone and I'm this and I'm that and I'm blah, 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 blah. And it's a lot of like internal fear-based things that are holding us back from like taking the opportunity. Okay. I'll take this one just because it was like trying to come out. We have strength. All right, this says strength, stability in this hour, endurance, stamina, empower. This is a reminder, like, babe, you're a baddie. Like, go get it. You're strong. Stop doubting yourself. We also have good cheer, and I can't show this to you because there are some tatas, but good cheer with kind heart and humor free. May good cheer rule, so mote it be. All right, babe, you got this. You've literally got this. You're gonna celebrate this victory. And yes, to get there, it may feel exhausting. It may feel like you are marching up a mountain, but it's worth it. It's a mountain that's worth, like the view is worth the climb. I feel like, hold on, okay. We have Lumiere, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. And then inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Tune into the portal of your heart. Yeah, I really feel like this reading this message for you guys is all about overcoming your fear, your internal fear, your subconscious fears, and making decisions that perhaps require you to be a little bit brave, making decisions or moving in a direction that require strength, right? Doing the thing that feels maybe a little bit scary. And again, we're not necessarily talking about dating the man that makes you uncomfortable and makes you scared. We're not doing that, okay? But like taking that job opportunity that you feel like you're underqualified for, or going on that interview where you feel like there's a lot of competition, or moving to that city where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed. I'm gonna feel like a little fish in a big fat ocean. Like, do it. Do the thing that is scaring you guys, okay? Okay, Ow. We're gonna go ahead and pull from our satchel and get some letters. Information for group 2. All right, you guys, these are the letters that came out for you. Go ahead and see if you can find your name, your initials, nickname. If there is a person involved in today's reading, you can try to find their name, initials, nickname, words that may be significant, locations, things like that. All right, that is all I have for you, group number 2. Thank you so very much for allowing me to read for you. I do hope this was helpful. I'm sending you so much love, and that is all I've got. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your guys' reading. We're going to start off with the zodiac dice. We've got Cancer and Taurus. Hello, Cancer. Hello, Taurus. If you guys are new here, the zodiac dice are extra. It's dessert. We've also got Aquarius and Aries. Hello, Aquarius. Hello, Aries. Scorpio and Pisces. Hello, Scorpio. Hello, Pisces. All of the water signs are in attendance for this reading, so hello to my fellow water signs. Can I please get a brutally honest message? For group number 3. Okay. Okay, a few different things. Number 1, that man is not going to commit. That man who's not been committing is not going to commit, okay? This is a very specific message. I don't know who this is for, but that man who is not committing is not going to commit. We have the King of Wands here. The King of Wands is somebody where he's a good time, okay? He's attractive. Maybe not this particular King of Wands, but he's described as attractive. He's described as somebody who is very charming and charismatic. He's the life of the party. He gets what he wants usually because, I'm sorry guys, I have like a tickle on my nose. He usually gets what he wants because of how attractive he is. Great. Love that. He's not necessarily the most committal king. Now, the Hierophant is representing commitment. Whether it's commitment to a job, commitment to a relationship, commitment to a higher power, it's commitment, okay? That's what the Hierophant is. Signing contracts, making things official. I don't think that man's gonna commit, okay? Now, for others of you, this may be a career that requires you to be very social. I would be hesitant on committing to that career. Let's go ahead and get confirmation on the King of Wands. Childhood trauma. Okay, I don't know if you guys have been abandoned in your childhood or in your past, or if you had an ex-boyfriend that or an ex-girlfriend that reminds you of this person. I don't think they're going to commit. The reason I don't think they're going to commit, you guys, is because of everything that's surrounding this energy. Number 1, we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a beautiful card, but the Page of Pentacles is referencing essentially like leveling up, experiencing a level up, which tells me that what you guys are dealing with this person, for a lot of you, it's a person. For some of you, it could be a job situation where you're like, oh, well, they're making me work all these extra hours and they're telling me I need to do things outside of my job description and I'm not getting paid for those things. Like, maybe it'll get better. It's not going to get better. I'm sorry, it's not. I feel like some of you, where the struggle with this person or the situation is coming from is like the lack of, I don't want to say a backbone, but like kinda. I do feel like for some of you, you've been put in positions early on in life where you kind of just had to like fingers crossed, hope for the best. And because of that, you are now in this position where you're, again, fingers crossed, hope for the best. Like, I can envision this situation being better, so I'm just gonna hope that it will be. We do have the Four of Swords, which is talking about a need to rest and recharge. And then we have, I can't show you this card completely, but we have Strength here, talking about emotional and mental strength. I'm going to go ahead and get a shadow work card for you guys. We have narrow-minded. You have a limited outlook on perspective. You have a limited outlook on perspective and thoughts. What makes you think your thoughts are solid gold? Okay. So maybe you're not literally narrow-minded, but perhaps what this card is saying is like envision your life beyond where it's at right now, or envision the situation with this man beyond where it's at right now. This is giving tunnel vision. Like you have tunnel vision and it's stopping you or preventing you from being able to think of what else could be occurring or what else you are missing out on. Arrogant. If you're insecure or fear rejection, this behavior surfaces. Work on accepting your true self and give yourself love as you are needing it. I'm sorry, I should have done a warning before I started shuffling this deck. This deck is really rude, so I apologize. And then we have manipulative. Let go of wanting to exert power over someone or a situation. Do you need to work on your self-esteem? Okay. We're going to move forward. And again, guys, maybe this isn't a man or a woman. Maybe this is a job situation where they're taking advantage of you, or they're not giving you the commitment or the pay or the recognition that you are deserving. Obsession. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. We also have past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. Exhaustion, depletion, drained, and a long journey. And I do feel like a lot of you who picked pile 3, you are exhausted. And I don't know if it's just with this romantic connection or this person that's in your life or if it is with work, but I do feel a sense of like, I'm so freaking tired. The 4 of Swords. This is quite literally like you need to take a break. You need to rest. You need to... We have intimacy, bonding, sensual, and confiding. I totally understand why this is comforting, you guys. For some of you, it could be that this person is extremely comforting to you during the good times or while they are present. I think you have to ask the question of like, is this worth the bad times? Or is this worth me being emotionally drained or feeling emotional disturbances? We have silence here as well. This is frozen, no words, and stone wall. Is this situation going to improve? Finality, farewells, leaving behind, and closure. So that to me would register as no. The situation is not likely to improve. We have mistakes, misunderstood, victim, and lost soul. Okay. I want a direction to point you guys, okay? Because essentially what I'm getting again is you're being taken advantage. And again, I automatically put this on a man. My bad, okay? This could be a work situation. It could be a friend, etc., etc. Fill in the blank. Somebody, to me, based on this, seems to be taking advantage of you or asking a lot of you, asking more than what they should be. And not giving very much in return. I'm getting like you deserve better. I know that for some of you, this is an emotional connection. The reason being is that there is some type of like, it's hard to let go or it's hard to fully accept that we're being taken advantage of or that this person is doing this. It's almost like we're trying to come up with a like, oh, like, no, they're just stressed right now. So that's why they're putting all this on me. Or they're just going through a lot right now and that's why they're ignoring me. Like it feels like we are putting so much into, again, a work situation, a friendship, a romantic person. And because of that, we are coming then to a conclusion of like, or we're trying to come up with excuses of like, there's a reason why. And I think the reason actually why is just this person is crappy or this job is crappy. And like, I don't think there's an excuse to treat somebody like this. It doesn't matter what they're going through, right? It doesn't matter if they're tired. It doesn't matter if they're going through a lot. Like, treating somebody like this isn't fair. I don't like the way these came out, guys. I will read them for you anyways. This did jump, so I'll read this first. We have a safe travel. Keep me safe. Let me roam far away, but bring me home. Some of you guys just need a little vacation. You just need a little break, sister, okay? You just need to go and put your feet in some sand, sit by the water, sit by the ocean, let the breeze hit your face. Like, you just need a little, you know, maybe a little pina colada. Like, I just feel like we need a break. We have success here. Success that's true belongs to me. Success with honor and integrity. So this is something that you can feel good about. And I will go back to this Page of Pentacles, you guys. The Page of Pentacles is one of the best cards in the deck. The Page of Pentacles represents upgrades, leveling up, experiencing something better. It's like there's more for me than just this. We have wisdom here. On a Wednesday with a waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. I love owls. I wish so desperately that we could own owls as pets. Something does feel wrong about saying that though, right? Inspiration. Isis, goddess of magic, I ask thee to bring your inspiration to me. Okay. For some of you, this inspiration doesn't feel like creative inspiration. It feels like witnessing somebody else do something really hard or walking away from something that is difficult to walk away from and feeling inspired then to act in the same way or to follow in their footsteps. Can I get a message for group? You got luck here, group number 3. You have the 4-leaf clover. For some of you, that may be a sign. I don't know if it's like literally what you've asked for, but for some of you, you've been asking for signs. This 4-leaf clover may be that sign. Especially if you've been seeing them frequently. We have Big Ben here, okay, the clock tower. I want to understand a little bit more what Big Ben is talking about, so that is Big Ben, guys, right? I'm not hallucinating that. I feel like it must be. Can I get confirmation on the clock tower? Okay, that's what I thought. Things are going to be happening rapidly, guys. I want you to prepare for that, okay? The 8 of Wands is a card that represents speed. Sure, be prepared for things to develop rather quickly and be prepared to work really hard. The reason I'm saying this is the 7 of Pentacles does represent a need to work hard in order to receive your blessing. I need to work hard in order to obtain the fruits of that labor. Can we please get a message for group? Okay. We have the Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? And then we have the Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty, Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. Mystic, Teacher. Okay. I do want to wrap this up and get some letters for you, but I do feel the need to pull one more deck. What does group number 3 need to do to improve this situation? Friends, community, surround yourself with people who actually love you and have your back. I think sometimes it's hard to listen to people who love us when they're telling us to do something that's difficult or when they're telling us to do something that feels uncomfortable, right? I know for me, I'm the type of friend, I'm the type of family member that I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. And if I get to a point where I stop doing that, it's because I stopped caring about your growth. I stopped caring about your potential. And I literally just think that, like, you're off on your own in the ocean. Like, I can't help you. So there may be people in your life, group number 3, who are giving you a lot of hard truths, and you may be hesitant to hear them. You may be hesitant to want to take in what they're saying. And I'm not saying you need to live your life by accordance to what other people think is acceptable and what's not acceptable, but I am saying that perhaps you should trust the people in your life who already have established themselves as trustworthy people, who have shown to have loved you, right? Consider your source, though. I will say that. Always consider your source. Consider why they may be saying that, why it may be coming from that person. Consider that. If you don't feel like you have trustworthy people, then obviously I don't think that that message is particularly for you. We have lighten your load. So for those of you who are in a workplace environment where you do feel like you're being taken advantage of or overworked, start setting those strong boundaries, right? Like if you've made yourself valuable in the workplace, you have the right to then draw boundaries and say, hey, I need a break. I need some time. I need a vacation. I need more respect, or I need more money. If you're going to expect me to fulfill all of these roles, then you're going to have to pay me as if I'm fulfilling all these roles. Like, don't just, take advantage. So lighten your load, group 3. We have love here as well. I will pull some confirmation on that. Willpower, again, you are strong. Get some more information on the love card. Can I please get confirmation on what that's referencing? Potential for growth. So the Hermit is self-reflection, being self-aware, and the Ace of Wands is growth. It's potential for growth. So some of you guys may be experiencing potential to grow after becoming aware of yourself. Reflecting on yourself, there is potential then to grow in regards to your romantic connections. I will say this though, going back to what I said originally, if that man has not committed, if that woman has not committed, if they have ignored you, if they have stopped texting you, if they have fallen off the face of the earth, is because they've chosen to do so. I don't care if their goldfish died. I don't care if they're stressed out at work. I don't care, okay? This person, whoever this is, cut them off. I think that is within your best interest to cut this person off. I'm going to go ahead and pull some letters for you guys. Okay, well, I'm going to pick that up off the floor and then I'll be back. All right, group number 3. These are the letters that came out for you. I'm going to just point out some things that caught my eye. We have CEO. So again, work situation, interesting. We have lane. I don't know if that is referring to like where you live, like da-da-da lane, da-da-da lane. We have ET as well. So like weird alien, extraterrestrial, out of this world type of energy. I am noticing, I don't know if we have Akatar. Okay, noticing that as well. That may not be relevant whatsoever. Leo is here as well, so that's what I noticed. I didn't take that much time to look at everything, but that's just what stood out. Please take a moment to pause, see if you can find your name, your initials. If there's a person involved, their name, their initials, words that may be significant for this reading. Sure. All right. Group number 3. I love you. You got this. Set strong boundaries. Take care of yourself. This person or this entity is not treating you the way that you deserve to be treated. And I think it is within your best interest to start making moves to either set those stronger boundaries and to say, hey, like I deserve more, or to cut that entity or person off. Sure. You're strong. You're strong enough to do this. You are strong enough to do this, guys. Okay. I love you. Hope this was helpful. That is all I got. Hi, group 4. I wasn't going to do a group 4, but here we are. This will be a quick reading, fingers crossed. We have Pisces and Libra. Hello, Pisces. Hello, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising. We have Leo and Pisces. Hello, Leo. Hello, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising. We have Virgo and Libra. Hello, Virgo. Hello, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising. Aries. Okay. Also, you guys, the dice are extra. It's dessert. If your sign didn't pop up, that's completely okay. If you do want a personal reading, description box, I do have them available on the 1st of every month. Can I please have a message, a brutally honest message for group number 4? So Aries energy here as well as along with Mars. Okay. Ooh. So the brutally honest aspect of this is like, you have to be brutal. This is brutal energy. Mars and Aries. This is aggressive energy. Some of you guys may be a little bit passive in regards to something in your life. I want to understand what that something is. So let's ask that question. What is group number 4 being passive about? Oh, okay. So Gemini is the energy of communication, the way that you're the energy of communication. It's connected to Mercury, the planet of communication. It is the energy of communication, intellect. Geminis are oftentimes misrepresented as two-faced. Gemini energy is very much the energy of mirrors, literally. And I hear signs say this all the time. Like I hear Pisces say this all the time. I'm like, Pisces, like maybe you can get away with that. Everyone else, like you're not a mirror, babe. Like I love you the most, but you're not a mirror, babe. Like Gemini is quite literally the mirror. The reason being is I've interacted with a lot of Geminis, and I also feel like through my studies of studying the zodiac signs and understanding or trying my best to understand and conceptualize the zodiac signs, not as people, but as archetypes, I really feel like a Gemini truly is a very mutable energy, an energy that is different, which is why they get the name Two-Faced. It's different depending on the environment that it's interacting with, right? So again, I'm not talking about people, guys. When I'm talking about, I feel like that's such an annoying thing to have to say all the time, but I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about the archetype of these signs, okay? If you happen to be a Gemini, this may be you, or it may not be you, because you are more than just your freaking sun sign. Anyways, like I was trying to say, you guys may be passive with how you're talking, with how you're speaking, with how you're communicating. This could be online, this could be in person, this could be with your studies, like being passive and not as aggressive as you need to be with how you are communicating. Okay, moving forward. The brutally honest message that group number 4 needs to hear. You gotta pick a lane, babe. You gotta pick a lane. You gotta figure it out. Okay. So the Two of Swords, and I hate this, Libra. I love you. I love you, Libra. My youngest sister is a Libra. She's a doll. I love and adore her. I've dated a few Libras. Great people. Great individuals. I'm laughing and smiling just because you guys have to get it together. The Two of Swords and the Justice card, both of these energies are very much, and I'm sorry, this is why I'm like blowing my kisses to Libra, it's very much fence sitter energy, okay? It's very much, I'm sitting on the fence, I can't make a decision, I'm a little indecisive, I'm flip-flopping, I'm going back and forth. You need to make a decision. I don't know what this decision has to do with, but you need to verbalize what you want and what you don't want, and you need to clear straight shot forward, okay? We cannot sit on the fence. Again, the reason I'm saying this, the Two of Swords, is do I go this way? Do I go that way? I don't know. This is Libra energy. Libras are wonderful and amazing. The reason why they are wonderful and amazing is the same reason why this energy can be frustrating, right? They have the ability to see multiple different sides of a situation. Not because they are bad people and they are trying to sit on the fence, but because they truly want to be fair. They truly want to be objective when it comes to analyzing a situation. So they have a tendency to sit on the fence. Like I said, this is the energy of sitting on the fence. And again, archetypes, guys. The Page of Cups is like a surprising situation. And what I'm getting from this is like, if you don't make a decision is going to be made for you. And I feel like it will be less favorable if you have it work out that way versus if you just make the decision yourself. And again, you guys watching this, it's very possible you have 0 Libra in your chart. However, you need to make the decision regardless. Like you are still sitting on the fence. We have the Page of Swords, asking questions. Yeah, asking questions and analyzing is a really great way to figure out what you want to do or where you want to go. So maybe you're not asking enough questions. And again, this goes back to the brutally honest truth, there's a fat hair in my mouth. The brutally honest truth that you need to hear has to do with your lack of aggression with communication. And that could be tied back to, are you asking enough questions, or are you asking the questions that are going to matter? We do have a new start that is coming about. So some of you may be afraid to ask questions regarding this new start. Maybe you guys are getting married or getting engaged, having a baby, going to college, university, starting a new job, moving to a new town, moving into a new home, and you're not asking questions because, number one, you're nervous about this new start or this fresh start. You feel like perhaps your footing is not 100% solid. Maybe you don't feel like you have a solid foundation to be like, hey, I have the right to ask questions. But like, you do have the right to ask questions, babe. Like, ask questions, okay? This, just because you feel like you're in unfamiliar grounds doesn't mean you don't have the right to speak up for yourself. This could also have to do with a job, guys. Maybe you just got a new job and you're nervous to be like, oh, what do I do about this? Speak up. Six of Swords. Okay, the Six of Swords, you guys, is talking about change, transformation. This isn't shocking to me because the Fool is also talking about change and transformation, a new beginning. This is the transition to that new beginning, right? This is us going from Ohio and we're on the Greyhound to Los Angeles. Okay, this is the Greyhound. I don't know if that's like the process of moving from Ohio to Los Angeles, guys. I'm just trying to paint a picture. Okay. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing, transformation, guys. Okay. Where are you being called to journey to? Again, some of you guys are feeling a bit passive when it comes to speaking up for yourself and what you want and where you want to go. Or what you want to do, who you want to be. Can I have... Okay, strictly adult. Can I say sexual now? I feel like we're far enough into the video where I can. This connection is passionate but not enduring. So look, if this is not what you want, speak the hell up. If this is not what you want and you're like, hey, I don't want to connect with somebody who just wants me for my body, it's okay to say that. Voice that. It's all right. Matter of fact, you owe it to yourself and to the other person to make it clear that like you don't want this. And if you do want this, you also need to voice that. You also owe that to yourself and the other person. We have acceptance, and this is everything happens for a reason. I think that can be a really hard pill to swallow because when we think about all the atrocities that take place in the world, it's hard to reconcile, like, this did not need to happen. And there are, honestly, guys, like, atrocities happening in the world. And I, on some level, believe that everything happens for a reason, but I myself have a hard time reconciling, like, to me, there's never a reason for children to be harmed. For me, there's never a reason for women to be put in compromising situations. There's never a reason for war. There's never a reason for, I can name 100 million things, guys. I'm not going to sit here and do that, but that is hard to reconcile. I think on a micro level, having acceptance isn't about being okay with the bad thing that happened. I think my opinion is acceptance is accepting what happened and figuring out how we move forward in a productive way. It's not that we're like, okay, well, like, this awful thing happened for a reason, so I'm just gonna like try to be positive through this crappy thing. Like, no, be sad, be angry, be upset, but at the same time, like, you can sit there and allow this negative thing to eat you alive, or you can choose to, again, grieve, let out what you need to let out, and then try to figure out a productive way to move forward. That's what I think acceptance is. And then we have wait. The timing is not quite right. Okay. Interesting, because I feel like you guys are or have been in this waiting period. Again, we have the Two of Swords. We have justice here. We have a little bit of passive energy with Mars and Aries. And I think that it's something where you guys do need to take action, but perhaps you don't have the proper information yet to take the action that would be most positive for you. Let's get a timeline for this. Like, when should we be taking action? When should we be making these moves or pushing forward with this transformation? We have 3 different cards here. I want you, each of you, to only take one of these timeline cards, okay? So the first timeline card we have is within 18 months. That's your waiting period, okay? At the afternoon. I don't like the way that's worded, so in the afternoon, guys. I'm just gonna say it the way that it needs to be said. In the afternoon. In December. In December. Okay. Interesting. I'm going to pull a singular more deck, and then I'm going to go ahead and get some letters, and we can let each other go. Can I get a message, the brutally honest truth for group? What is awaiting group 4 after this transition, after they make this decision, after they have this new beginning? What is waiting for them? Stability. We have the tree. This could also be wisdom, you guys. The reason why the tree represents stability is because of the root system here, right? Like having really strong roots, feeling solid, feeling secure, feeling safe. We have a bouquet. So receiving your flowers, receiving the recognition that you deserve. What is awaiting for group 4 after this transition? This is the last card, guys. That's beautiful. We have the heart here. I see this as love. I see this as happiness. And I'm going to be honest, like that's not going to be right. That's not like, again, you're on the Greyhound to whatever the frick city and you meet a beautiful man and you get a great job and you have a beautiful family. That's not going to look like that for all of you. For some of you, that's going to look like you are living in your apartment and you feel safe and you're able to create and you're able to live your life in a way that makes you feel healthy and happy, and you have friends and you have a cat and you're like, oh, like this is great. For others of you, it is going to be, right? Like you move to the big city, you get the career, you get the man, you get it up, right? I want you guys to look at this heart not as like you have one set path forward, but as this transition is bringing you this full heart. This transition is bringing you emotionally feeling like your heart is full. So that is what I have for you guys, group number 4. I was gonna let you go. I'm gonna do this first and then I'll let you go. Can we please get a message, letters that will be helpful? All right, group number 4. These are the letters that came out for you. That middle one, or not middle, but that blank one is blank on both sides. So you can use it as a replacement letter if you are missing a singular letter for a word. But this could be your name, initials. If there's a person involved here today, their name, their initials, a location, words that may be significant. And again, that blank letter or that blank box is blank on both sides. So you can use that as a replacement or as a fill-in if you are missing a singular letter. Okay, group number 4. That is what I have for you guys. I do hope today's message was helpful. I'm wishing you the best. I'm wishing you the best, group 4. Again, I hope this was helpful. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. And that is all I've got. So